Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
She had claws, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like they're different.
Yeah.
They like, I forget how her claws work. She's got like foot claws and also like hand claws.
Yeah, I think so. And they come out like their palm. It comes out like they go the other way, you know?
Something.
Like the wrong way.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and they're useless.
She's got like nose
they go
claws,
out
yeah.
the bottom of your palms. And
Yeah,
you're like,
they come
I can't.
like back at you.
Yeah, I
Like
can't
a
do
praying
anything with
mantis
this.
claw or something dumb. This is a stupid mutant power. I hate you. I hate you, Charles Xavier.
Oh, it's like the guy with the spikes.
Yeah, it's like our little spiky boy.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Imagine like your mutation as being the wackest He-Man figure.
I know, and that's
well, no,
what
that
he
would
was.
be Stinkor.
He has to hug people to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
I love Spiky Guy.
Give you a little squeeze, little huggies.
Yeah. Oh, my name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched Whistle.
Whistle.
It's the whistle that kills. Ba-ba-ba.
The day you are born, so is your death. If you hear the whistle scream, dying is not a choice.
Don't blow it.
That's what they said. That's the thing. It's on the poster. Don't blow it. Whistle. All right, like, don't blow it is one of those things where you're like, I guess that's like a pun, or not a pun, a double entendre.
It's a double entendre.
But it's not, where it's like, don't mess up. It's
Yeah.
don't blow it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess, like, that's every horror movie. It's like, don't mess up. And it's
Don't
like, yeah.
die. It's like, yeah. I mean,
fine.
I would have said that. You end the meeting after that pitch.
Yeah, just don't
You're like,
blow
well,
it.
we're not
You're
going to
like,
top that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
That's cheeky enough.
Yeah, it's fine. I feel like there's a lot of that going around in this movie.
Oh yeah.
A lot
yeah,
of it's fine.
Gosh.
This is fine.
This script is brutal.
Yes. Okay.
This is one of the worst hack job scripts. Like it's like a
really
shitty
glad.
closet with all of the worst instincts of modern horror screenwriting hanging in it.
Yes. I didn't. All right.
It's well made.
I was going to say I was entertained
Yeah.
watching this movie.
There's cool.
but
There's some stuff that's legitimately well done. There's some cool stuff.
it's the director of The Nun who, like, I don't know. The Nun is also a bad script. More than it is badly made, you could argue. They also did The Hollow. Like, it's
I
all
didn't
to
see
say,
The
like,
Hollow.
it's not someone who's like a director that I gravitate towards, but it's not someone that I'm like, oh, they stink. You know, it's like, yeah, they can make a horror movie.
Well, and there wasn't
It's just-
anything brilliant here. It was just, oh, that's a cool shot, or that's a cool way to do that, or that was
Yeah.
well done. Like the car
exactly.
accident scene was pretty cool.
It's very like, it feels like a movie that comes out in February. It feels
like a
movie
Smile.
that- yes, it feels very Smile, where
Very
they're like,
pastiche of, we have this paper thin premise, and we're going to use that as an excuse to just pull things that we've seen from all these other horror movies.
yes,
And that's it. That's the script.
yeah, it's a lot of just like, listen, let's crank this one out. Someone wrote down on a notebook, what if a whistle was haunted?
Yeah, it was haunted.
And
what if
they
a
were
whistle?
like, sure. It's
I mean, well,
Final
we gotta do
Destination.
that. I mean, you end the meeting after that pitch too.
Yeah. No, it's Final Destination with more steps. Like it's more
Yeah.
convoluted Final Destination, which is like one of the biggest problems. Like it's sort of like I think like I've heard it positively pitched of like, yeah, it's like a Final Destination style. And it's like, no, it's Final Destination. It's they're being hunted by death, but with more steps, but in a less compelling way, I'd argue. Where
Right,
it's
because
like,
the rules are very inconsistent. Sometimes it's a specter, like a physical ghoul that you have to try to escape,
Yes,
that you can
sometimes it's
also attack and assault. Other times it's just an invisible force
right,
that
just
grinds you up,
happens.
or you just lifts you up into the air and kills you in a car accident.
Right. It's just like a less creative
Yeah.
version of Final Destination.
Yes,
Like
it's a
I hate
less
to be,
creative version of everything.
Yeah, like I don't want to be mean, but like
No, you can be mean. This is a very cynical movie in a lot of
it
ways.
felt that way. It's very like it's like if you're like, you know, if you're 14, 15, like if you're going out and you haven't seen many horror movies, you'll have a good time with this one. It's very baseline horror, kind of the way Smile was, where it was like it's competently made, very baseline, like
and
horror.
borrows everything from somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's like they've been these since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those. It's like a Winchester where I'm like, I'm not going to remember this movie very soon. I wish.
It's better made than Winchester.
Yes, that's true. I wish it was worse. I wish it was more memorable. There was like.
I wish it was more interesting. Like, I can't even say that I was entertained by this movie because it's very dull. Like, it's mostly boring.
I was really invested in Horse and his grandma, his witch grandma.
Right, who just
That
like...
was fucking weird. There's a lot of...
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just... There's a lot of exposition that is confounding, such as... It starts with Horse. His name's Horse.
Yeah, real hero.
Yeah,
H for
basketball
hero,
star.
H for horse. It's right there.
Yeah. Basketball star. Everybody calls him Horse to the point that Horse is on his jersey. So
Yeah.
at first I was like, is his name Horse?
I guess his
Is that
last
like-
name is Horse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, Michael Horse, star of
Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you can be named Horse.
You can be named Horse.
We learned it's
Cool
but then
name.
when she goes to his fucking locker and it just says Horse on it, and it was just like, that's really
Yep.
funny.
And all of his stuff is still inside it.
Yes, he didn't clean out his locker.
Like, that's kind of the shit I'm talking about. Is
Yes.
like, this script is so fucking lazy. Like,
Well,
the
like,
kids
so-
are... Sorry, go. Please
No,
continue
it's just
your thought.
that Horse is like this broy guy who you think like he found it at a party or
Mm-hmm.
something, and he's like, no man, no, I don't want to die, I need more time, yada yada yada. And then later they find out Horse's real name and they go to his house and it's just like a haunted house. And I'm like, Horse, the broy basketball guy, was living in like a Victorian, like a spooky house with his grandma, who's like, yes, I know everything about the whistle.
She
I
specifically is a
collect
collector
mystical-
of death objects and death totems.
Right, and I'm like, what's Horse's home life like? Where he's like, all right, Grandma, I'm going to go play basketball. And she's like,
I don't
"Death
know,
comes
'cause-
for us all, Sonny.
They explain the whistle by, like, she has a cabinet of curiosities in that entire house where Horse, the basketball star, was living. And
It's
then
the
she
same-
looks at a newspaper where it's like Horse's parents killed.
Right.
And that's it. That's all
And
we
it's
learn about the whistle.
It's because they needed an exposition character.
Yeah.
They needed a Tony Todd to show up and go like, this is the rules. But they didn't really have like a proper place to cram it.
There was
so they
no
just were
organic
like,
way
let's-
to do it.
Yeah, let's just have her be at Horse's house. You know, it's a lot of that.
Yeah, we'll just have it be Horse's grandma.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't
There's
make because anyway, there's the whole movie is that.
Yes. The cousin?
The entire movie is that.
Yes. When the cousin character shows up, the like stoner cousin, hey, I wish I wrote them down. He walks into her room and she's like, don't you knock? And he's like, hey, cuz you just moved in. You're into crazy music. Here's my deal. Here's what's going on. Like his lines are all exposition and some
Yes.
of them are like disjointed. And here's what I'll say. This actor is doing a great job because like they're doing as good as they can with this
He
dialogue.
really masks it. He's doing
Yeah.
a lot of like Keanu Reeves in Bill and Ted sort of physicality and really leaning into the sort of surfer bro
random
of,
stuff.
Yeah. Like he's making a meal out of it. So like it took me a second to notice that. But
Yeah,
like
like-
as the scene went on, I'm like, buddy, is everything out of your mouth gonna be like?
And it's that
this is
for a
Grace, the
while.
coolest girl in school. This party is tonight. It's
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
And it's like disjointed. My favorite is later when he becomes the Crow, where he shows up with a gun and just like he shows up, points a gun at the guy, and then goes, "I bought this gun from a guy at the mill." And I'm like, that's not what you'd say to a person when you're pointing a gun at them. That's not like you'd say like, "Don't move." You're not concerned where that the person you're pointing the gun at needs to know where you got the gun. And it's clear that the writers were like, we haven't written in a way for him to get a gun, so let's just have him say, "Here's where I got this gun." It's a lot of that.
There's a weird instinct throughout where we will see something clearly happen,
Yeah.
either that has enough explanation in the visuals, because as I said, this movie the director is not untalented.
No.
Like this movie is pretty well made. So unfortunately it's terribly written. So there'll be scenes where information has been clearly relayed to us by the visuals, and
Yeah.
then somebody will say it.
Yeah.
like when we meet the youth pastor drug dealer, who's my favorite character.
Okay, he made the movie entertaining. He's
He's fucking thrilling.
this baffling dirtbag. Oh
What
my
is-
god.
What is this man? Like, this guy's a conquistador. He's like
Yeah,
a
he's
god
incredible.
maniac.
I really get the feeling of like actors looked at the script and they're like, "All right.
Oh, this
fuck it.
doesn't matter, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
we can
I'm
just
gonna do a voice. I'm gonna
just
do
whatever
some
the
weird
fuck
shit."
we want. Sweet. But oh shoot, what was I gonna say about him?
The youth
The scene where we meet him. Like, he comes up. We already saw him in the opening. Like, gracious. All right, I'm going to take it back even a step. So the first, we have the opening scene where Horse gets killed, and then we have a montage of X-23 coming to town. It is
Yeah.
made clear in the montage that the town's poor. There's a steel mill where everybody works.
Yep.
She's new in town. She's
Yep.
just moved there, and we
she's
see her up in
moody.
her room. We can see the way she dresses, the music she's listening to. She's moody and depressed.
Yeah.
We have all this information already, and then, like you said, Rel comes in and then tells us all of those things.
Yes.
So we have another scene where during that montage we see the youth minister. She makes eye contact with him. He
Yeah.
looks unusual to be. We can kind of see that, like, this is a desperate place. They have kind of an unusual looking guy as a minister. So we've seen this character already. So when he comes walking up and is like, hey, he's being a little shifty about inviting her to his flock, and then he shows that he's trying to sell her drugs. Rel comes up and says, hey, get the fuck away. And he's like, all right. He fucks Rel up totally.
Yeah.
Like, punches him in the face and then pulls out a switchblade. But then he puts it, he's like, all right, man, hey.
Has a switchblade.
Yeah, he's got that, fucking the king of the switchblade. I love a guy with a switchblade. Especially a youth minister. But he's like, all right, no harm, no foul. I was just introducing myself to the new people. You know where to find me if you need me. We know that everything going on with that guy's very clear, right?
Yeah.
He's a youth minister that sells drugs. We know what his whole grift is. But then Rel tells X-23 all of that information again, all the stuff we just saw. He's like, that's a scuzzy guy. He's the youth minister, but he secretly is just dealing drugs. He deals drugs to kids. One of these kids OD'd and died. It's like, he's really dangerous. Dude, we saw all of this.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
like, yeah.
need you to tell us.
We know. For people who haven't
Like-
seen this movie, I want to explain that this guy is. He's like. Does he have like a bolo tie?
He
He's
has
like,
a bolo tie, Dave.
Yeah, he's this like weird, skinny, like skeezy looking guy with a bolo tie who comes out of the church, and he's like at first he's got that like Matthew McConaughey like Christ is cool too vibes a little bit, but it more of like a heroin vibe.
But he's a decent actor, so it's a gradual
Yes.
it gradually gets slimier, and you're like, oh, is he hitting on her? And then he pulls
Right.
out the drugs, and you're like, I see what this is.
Right. So you learn that this guy's grift is he goes around being like, hey, everybody, I'm going to sing about Christ
Yeah,
at a party.
I'm Pastor
Who
Jim.
wants some heroin?
I know religion's lame either. I'm into God, not religion. You want some
Yeah.
Molly?
Yeah, it's the most. Nobody like this, I believe, exists, or at least not this assortment where it's like, it's such a like.
He's a unicorn. He truly is.
I think about Chris Pratt in fucking Honey Don't, where they knew to play him up as like this
Chris,
is cartoonish.
Evans.
Chris Evans, sorry, Chris Pratt could have done that too. All right, it doesn't matter.
He could have, but he wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't have.
He would
and
not
I
have
wouldn't
done
want
that
him
role.
to. But you know what, Pratt, if you're listening. You got that in you. You could have done that.
Be more skeezy, dude. Be
yeah.
scumbags.
Yeah. But it's that where it's like he's like a cartoonish character because of course like
Yeah.
what a silly but it's that where and then the moment she like shoves him down or whatever and he takes out a switchblade, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is this man? He might as well have taken a batleth out where it's just like what a weird assortment of person you are.
I
This
mean,
is a
he's a drug dealer. He'd have a knife. That's not that
but
unusual.
like a 50s switchblade.
Fuck yeah,
it's
dude.
just so like
He means
I'm a
business.
bad guy, and it's just such a weird assortment of person. It was clear that like
I think it also, it shows what level he is too. Firmly kind of what level, right? Because if he was
Yeah.
any kind of anything, he'd have a gun.
right. Yeah, no, he is low level.
He's pretty low rent.
Did you?
This is a low lift operation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, this is a movie where like after it got going, I could tell you what the next 15 minutes of the movie was at any given moment. It's kind of one of those where like down to the jump scares, I was very like once it got to the ending, I was like, okay, so here's what like I could have paused it and went like,
I
Okay.
was so bored by like the last 20, like after the finale, but when the denouement comes up, like there were 3 other people. Now, I'm sorry, 4 other people in the theater with me, 2 couples. After the finale faded out and it faded back into the denouement like 3 months later, the couple behind me just got up and left.
yeah, I had a
Like,
very
yeah, we
bored,
got it.
quiet audience
We
where
got
it
it.
was like,
Yeah.
no one was like, there was a couple bits of laughter at parts that weren't supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
In the audience, and then there was this general like nothingness in the
Yeah.
audience. No jump scare. Nobody was like, oh, or any
Nope.
like all the scares again was all very because I don't know. Also, the way they see their death. How did Rel see? Because they do this thing where it's like everybody else sees a physical manifestation of their death. What we learn is he gets ground up in the mill or the factory he works, and he doesn't get to. He like is sitting there with a teddy bear dressed as the Crow, and he looks down, and the teddy bear turns red, and he just sees the grinder.
It starts
he just
raining
sees,
blood.
right, and then he just sort of sees his death. It was one where
he had
you
to-
could tell they didn't know how to tell us.
Right. Yeah. That's sort of what I was saying earlier, where the rules are really unclear. Like sometimes it's a ghoul that's walking at you. Other times it's this very conceptual sort of feeling.
Yeah, and they didn't quite know how to do.
Yeah.
They had some. They really throw it at you, honestly. To the jock who's just drinking and driving everywhere, and then he sees like a mangled person of his body, and I think they still really like hammer it home. They do little things like that,
They
like
do.
Nick Frost, who is in this, is like
Boy, that character. Every character. Oh man, we haven't even gotten to the fact that people just do things and none of it makes any sense. Continue.
right. Nick Frost, they have him like be chained, like smoking a lot and coughing,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, we get it.
Like they try to show how to the point where like the cheerleader, the preppy girl is like, she is doing her homework in the pool and has like a computer and several library books. They have just partied and everybody is left for the night, and then she's just got all her library books out, all her ancient like she was assigned that day.
Yeah.
So she hit up the library and she's just doing it in the pool. And I was like, what's going on? Is she going to like, are we trying to like really hammer home that she goes in the pool a lot? So she's like a drown victim or something. But no, she dies of old age.
Yeah.
So now I don't know why they did that pool scene.
And why is her fucking death? Because her death is old age. So
Yeah.
for some reason that equates to a 98-year-old contortionist skittering around like a fucking tomb
right.
spider.
Why does it have to be scary?
Why is it-
Why is the
It's like it's
Yeah,
literally
well-
crawling around, like scuttling underneath things, climbing up and down walls. What
Right.
is that?
Why is it? Why is it like
that old age?
I guess you scuttle.
The hell
Yeah.
is like what? Okay, and that's
Also-
what I mean. Like where it's just like they had the barest of premise that just allowed them to put in things they saw in other movies. Like, oh, old age, so we could put in the contortionist. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, like an
And
old
it moved
scary.
on. That's it. You know.
Yeah, a lot of these kids have to statistically die way earlier than they would.
Right. I was
for
going to
this
say
to work.
there's a lot of violent accidents.
Yeah. So like, fuck.
Also,
yeah,
did we
horse blows
forget
the
about
whistle.
the other jock?
Yes.
You remember main jock Dean?
Yeah, you're right. He
His
never.
friend. He just leaves the movie.
You're right.
He
oh my
heard the
God,
whistle,
I
didn't
forgot.
he?
Did he?
Was he there to hear the whistle or not?
I don't remember what happened.
I genuinely don't remember, and they just remove him from the film. So I mean, it
must
looks
have
like
cut
they
his
made the
scene.
right choice.
Yeah. Okay. Horse dies from a gas leak, killing him in the shower. Mm-hmm. Then the whistle goes to Nick Frost, who dies of super lung cancer.
Yeah.
Nick Frost. So fucking Christ. She finds it in her locker. Like you said, like they didn't clean his
They didn't
locker.
clean it out, but also we learn at the end that the whistle just materializes in people's lockers. So
Yes!
apparently, Horse's haunted grandma, incidental.
That's one of those endings where it's like, just fucking get like I was so like half standing up like come on just show the like because they couldn't even do like that last shot. It's a girl opening the locker and she's looking up and she's like, oh, what is it? And you see her and the locker is hiding it the whole time. And I was like, okay, cut. We know what it is. Cut. Just cut. We know it's the whistle.
Yeah.
Like you could just end the movie and then they have to like still show her bring it out and show it to the camera essentially. And it's like, no, just do something. Do anything that's a little like creative.
Anything. It's like,
The
no,
only-
we'll just do the thing that we saw in that other movie. We'll just do that.
Yeah, the only idea that I thought was kind of neat was when the X-Man, she sees her body and she's soaking wet with a needle, and we learn that she had OD'd and she's like had drug problems, so she naturally thinks like I OD'd. And what we learn is they do Final
They
Destination 2
flatline.
rules.
They do flatliners.
Yeah, where you learn that no, that's her body after they plan to kill her.
Yeah.
So
that was kind of. And
yeah,
and the way it's filmed is cool. Some of the
Yeah.
the way that it's put together. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
No, I will say the plan is from Final Destination. They do two Final Destinations.
100% from Final Destination.
Yeah, because they have this issue where at some point they've learned, okay, let's see if I can remember, is that death, this is the rules of death this time. Death is looking for you.
Yeah, when you're
And
born,
how-
so is your death, and it spends your whole life looking for you.
Yeah, and the whistle is like a signal flare where it's like, hey, death, over here. Mm-hmm. And so death comes to you faster. Now,
Like a service
and then,
bell for death.
Right, but it is the form of death you would have died at, which I see. This is why I think they were having trouble, because at certain points they must have just been like, so we're just making Final Destination.
Yeah.
Because what you would do naturally in this part is you wouldn't have death take on the form of how they were going to die, because they're not going to die that way anymore. You just have them die from a freak accident, which you can't do because that's just Final Destination, right? Mm-hmm. So they're like, all right, death comes in the form of them and their deathbed, I guess.
Yeah. They're going through what the writers of Final Destination went through.
Yes, I think
Well,
so.
I guess we can't, because it would keep changing, right? So how would we do that? It would just keep changing. Well, what if it's just death itself and it just gets you with some kind of freak accident?
Right.
Oh, that is a good idea.
You're right. That's what this is. This is
Yeah.
like a first draft.
This is first
of
draft of and they realized that was too complicated and sort of unworkable of a premise.
that. And just go, let's simplify it. Let's
simplify it.
Yeah, this is the convoluted
Keep it simple,
version.
stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, fuck. Okay, so yeah. I forget where I was going with this.
Sorry,
Oh
I
yeah, so
interrupted you.
no, it doesn't matter. So their plan is I
Right,
believe Final
Final Destination
Destination 2.
Yes.
And there's
And the
there's
latest
another-
one.
And the latest one.
The latest
it's a
one.
combo.
They
She-
even do it in an ambulance.
You're right. So but there's two. I believe there's two plans, and both are different Final Destinations. They say
Correct.
either you kill somebody else, which I forget which Final Destination that's from.
That's actually 3 different Final Destinations.
Right.
Is you can kill somebody. Oh, there's a couple of rules. If you save somebody, you skip the order. If you kill somebody, takes your place. And
That's the one with the kitchen. It's 3. I think that's the
5.
race. 5.
The
really
newest
good
one. The newest one Bloodlines redoes the one from 2, which is
Yes.
you can get new life, or if you die, that count. If you die and you're resuscitated, that counts.
Right. And 5 is the one where they're like, if you kill somebody else. And that's where we get like that gnarly kitchen scene, if I recall.
Right. Yeah, but they hint at that in 3, if you recall.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they just don't do anything with it. Like the one guy learns, like, "Oh, you saved me, so if I kill you, doesn't that mean that?" And then he just gets crushed. But anyway, yeah, it has the gnarly kitchen.
So they
scene.
the old lady should just say, it's like in Final Destination 5. You must kill somebody else. And basically they say, like, put your blood on somebody else. And I guess that
when your
tricks
death
death.
is close.
Yeah, and I guess that tricks death into killing them instead. So immediately I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be that skeezy drug dealer. Got it. Someone's
But
going to do it
then
to
they
him.
do an interesting scene when Rel's kidnapped him and is going to put his blood on him. But then the dude is like really, really like
freaked out by
freaking
it.
out and praying and stuff, and he's got that like Celtic cross painted on his chest, and so you're like, oh, maybe that's not bullshit. Maybe he really does believe this stuff. And then X-23
Yeah, he's like a
and
boondock
her
saint.
and the other girl come running in. They're like, oh, don't do it, Rel. And then Rel decides not to do it.
But then later,
Mm-hmm.
like, because I knew that wasn't going to happen there, my thought was, okay, they're not going to have anybody murder anybody, but like, there's only 2 people who need to live, right? Like, at a certain point, you realize, like, okay, it's going to come down to the couple, the two teenage girls
Yeah.
who are in a relationship, our main girl and the other girl. So it was like, okay, we just need a way for that. So like around that scene, it was when I realized, like, because they had figured out the other way. They were like, if you die and get resuscitated, and they kept doing this thing where the other girl is like, I work at a hospital. Did
Yeah.
you know I work at a hospital? I work
Yeah,
at a
that-
hospital.
Because like many movies that are lazy as hell right now, they want their high schoolers to be in high school, but also be adults with full-time jobs
Yes.
that have their own homes with no parental supervision around.
They're walking a real thin line here.
It's so lazy.
Yeah.
Like they literally,
So-
they go to school for Nick Frost's morning eulogy assembly, and then they immediately leave for her hospital job and to go speak to Catelyn Stark, Horse's haunted grandma. They just go to school for the assembly and leave.
Yes, they do.
And it's like, I gotta go to work, and like fucking Rel works at the steel mill. He works at the steel mill,
At
Dave.
the steel mill.
But also,
I-
he's a nerd. He's like a geeky 16-year-old high school nerd that also seems to own the house that he and X-23 live in. Anyway, sorry. That's,
Oh yeah, there are no parents. By
there are no
the way.
parents. It drives me crazy that movies do this. Like this
Yeah.
does this. I had like another example flagged in my mind that I've forgotten at the moment, but like Minecraft did this recently too.
Oh yeah.
Sister Mom.
Yeah, they do have a few parents in this, but like the main house, I was like, what is happening?
What's
in
going
that
on
house?
here? Yeah.
But
Anyway.
so like, so like at that point, it was very obvious to me is like, okay, so she's going to be resuscitated. And then I was giving the movie too much credit. I thought that the other girl, what was going to happen was that the youth pastor was going to attack them because he's like bizarrely aggressive. And then
Yeah.
And then I thought she was going to, in an act of desperation, rub her blood on him.
Yeah.
Like, but I thought that would have
Even
been
that
cool.
gave them too much credit.
Yeah, I thought that would have been cool. Or if she maliciously did it and then she hides the fact from the other girl, something like that, where it's like, you know, that she has the secret of like, no, she was willing to kill this man to live. But she doesn't want it. But none of that happens. It's still the same principle. She revives her and she gets shot. Her blood is dripping. And the youth pastor, for some reason, just takes her blood in his hand.
Just touches it with... Like
And,
you
like,
do,
rubs it
you know
on
how?
him.
Yeah, you know how when you walk up and see a big pool of blood on the floor, you touch it and rub
Touch
it on
it.
yourself.
It was so weird because earlier when Rel was doing it, he was like, "Don't put your blood." He seems to know what's going on because when Rel is like trying to put his blood on the youth pastor, he's acting like it's a gun or something. He's like, get it away from me. And it's like, do you know the blood ritual that he's doing? Do you like?
Well, they're showing
he kind of
that
says
he's-
it's like Satanism, and he thinks
yeah,
like, oh,
they're
something's
trying
happening.
to. I think that's why they made him
Yeah,
like a youth minister. What if he really believes in
I don't know.
like the supernatural?
I do need to talk about Rel because Rel also is the only thing I didn't see coming because he's like a stoner and he's like, "Hey, I'm Rel. I'm always happy." And then by the end he's the crow. And that happens in one scene.
In a single scene where he asks this girl who he has a crush on, but is in a relationship. She's dating somebody.
Yeah.
And he comes up to her and he asks her, "Hey, you want to go over to the shooting gallery with me?" And then she takes that opportunity to tell him that they're never going to date because she
turns
just
it down
likes him
very
as a
nicely.
friend.
Yeah.
But it was weird timing for it because he
Yeah.
was like, "You want to go to the shooting gallery?"
Right.
Like it was.
Yeah, and she could just go, "No thanks." But
Yeah.
she has to die soon, so she's got to
Right.
close this out.
Right. So she
And
lets
he's-
him. So she turns him down very, very gently. The gentlest way you could possibly turn a person down. With the intent of we're still going to be friends. We're also going to hang out. It's totally fine. You know, like it's the nicest way you can
Right.
tell somebody no, thank you, and that's it. That's it.
They're
like
trying
that's
to do
the
the same.
scene that turns him into like
Yeah, he's into this comic book they show, and they show it earlier to their credit.
yeah.
But
It's
the problem is that his character before that point is like happy-go-lucky dude, and then basically he dresses like the comic book character for the Halloween thing.
Yeah, and then just becomes that.
Yes, it's like if someone dressed like a clown and for Halloween got their heart broken and was like, I'm a clown now. It's just like, what's going on?
Ooh, just honking horns
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, Mitch, you gotta. It's November, man. It's November. It's you gotta take the clown stuff off. What do you mean?
I didn't have my heart broken.
Yeah.
Like just
This is who I am now.
It's just sort of like I don't
lazy.
know. It's lazy
It's
because
lazy.
it's just like you could have had him be
hack-ass script, man.
Yeah, just have him be like kind of brooding before this. Have him be like an edgelord goth, and then have that natural transition kind of make sense. Or suddenly he's buying a gun and like going into a church and like kidnapping the pastor and
Yeah.
like. And it's just like, who is this person? And he's like, his hair's slicked back suddenly, and he's like dressed
I
differently.
can't die yet, and like the gun doesn't work. They don't explore that at all.
It's like you weren't this guy. You were like a Seth Green character at the start
Yeah.
of this. What's going
Yeah.
on?
You're
the
like
I can't die
Breckenmeyer
yet.
and Clueless at the beginning.
Right, the I can't die yet. I was like, we don't know that.
We don't know that that's how this works at all.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I
Like
don't
as
know.
soon as like he starts doing that and he sees his death appear like behind the youth minister, it's just him with a bullet hole in his head, and it's like maybe back off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fucking-
See, you're starting to his death specter is explaining. So you're running into the writing problem that the writers at Final Destination ran into, is that this is kind of an unworkable. See, I have to keep changing depending on what it is you do.
yeah.
I'm like, if Nick Frost had quit smoking, perhaps. Anyway,
God damn. It. Yeah, man.
bastard ass movie.
It's a fart movie. I don't know.
So much of people doing things for no reason.
There's
like
a lot of
the
that.
youth minister's touching the blood is the most egregious example, but the entire movie is basically that, where it's just like, I'm gonna do this now because the script needs me to.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of like, again, like the jump scare situation, like, he's in the shower and he like there's a lot of moments where like the sound just cuts out and it's like, oh, jump scare.
No, the jump scare.
Here comes the jump scare.
Yes.
And every single jump scare, like usually jump scares inadvertently make me jump. They super did in this, and I guess this is on the directing, but it was just like, it felt so like guy in the shower, and the shot is like weirdly like kind of the wrong way, where like, okay, he's about to turn around, and his burnt version is going to be
very
behind him.
telegraphed. Yeah, it's
there's
a lot
of that. A lot of like, okay, so this person is suddenly relieved, and they're going to turn around, and there's the thing. Oh, there's the thing.
Yeah,
It's just. Cool maze party, though. I don't know why this
maze
economically crippled
dude.
town,
Yeah, this like
is throwing
destitute Detroit analog is having the fucking baller ass.
the most
Halloween
amazing
party.
haunted maze.
That maze is dope.
Was gigantic,
And it employed like 100 people.
yeah. It's just like this is your economy,
Mm-hmm.
town. Like this is the one thing you know how to do right. Just keep doing this.
I did like the chase through the crawl space underneath the
Yeah.
merry-go-round or whatever it was.
For me, it was like very like well constructed, very basic in terms of horror.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, she's looking out the window and there's like her shadowy self pointing at
Yeah,
her.
it's all like stuff
it's like,
that's
it looks
exactly
good.
well constructed, but not just no new ideas, but ideas that have been like ideas that might as well be the default emojis at this point. Like there's such these are just the tropes now. Like everything it's just oy.
Yeah, it's a collection of tropes.
Yeah.
That are pretty old at this point. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm still not sure why Nick Frost was there.
No idea.
He's just there. They didn't even give him something funny to do.
No, he's like not even funny. He's just kind of in this movie.
He's like a dickhead teacher who like
He's going to sell
really,
it on eBay, which is fun.
Yeah. They really like, how long was this movie? An hour 40? Like I thought they were going to Breakfast Club it, which they should have. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. So new girl at school shows up and then they start like bullying her.
She's immediately surrounded by 6 people.
Yes, and
that
they're
are
like,
all talking about her. Yeah, sorry.
Right, and the jock is like, "I bully you, my friend." Where it's like they just kind of like it's like friend bullying, where they're like, "Want to come to the pool party?" Where it's just like it's weird because I'm like, do these people all hang out? Like, because when they get to tension, I was like, that's a good way to get a bunch of characters together who don't hang out normally. And I thought she was going to blow the fucking whistle in detention
and
Nick
get
Frost
them all right there. Yeah,
and you could have had this thing where like they even like
we're all
team
trying
up
to solve the mystery together while
and like
nope.
And they don't really like each other while they're doing it. But then there's like a scene after. So they like he makes them go to detention
He takes
for
it
like
and
fighting.
goes on eBay
Yes.
to sell it and blows the whistle all alone, which is a
And then
cool
he's-
shot.
that was a cool shot.
The cool sequence too. It's a cool shot and a cool sequence. You don't hear the whistle. He blows
Right.
it, but it's outside. You just see the glass in his office window cracked. Like that. Okay.
Yeah. But then they
Also have to do it later at the pool. It's like, why are we doing this twice?
right, and then they have to get together at the pool.
So
And that's when I was like, why are these people hanging out?
it's a hack job, Dave.
Yeah, it was just like, just have them do it at detention where they wouldn't, where a group of, like, I forget how they decide, like, let's go to the pool. Again, because they're weird and bullying, and this girl is sort of like,
Well,
she's
no, they're
very
all
like,
nice except one of them is the psychopathic bully, and he's just relentless and never
Yeah.
backs down from it. And I don't know why they hang out with him. I don't know why she dates him, but like everybody is nice and welcoming except for him. It makes no sense. Like he's obviously a toxic maniac.
Yes. He's just a complete like,
And it's because they want to have all the tropes. Yeah.
and he hangs out with them and dates one, and they're all like, "Oh, don't mind him."
Right.
He's fine.
He's shitty to both Rel and the new girl, no reason. He targets X-23, no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd have a real tough time.
It's real weird, and I don't know why she would go to that party. I liked her little texting thing, her little texting bit.
Again,
That
there's
was cute.
there's stuff in here that is well done.
Yeah.
It's just,
But it
man, the
just doesn't
script
amount
is
to
so
anything.
like insultingly just a pastiche of everything you've seen. Ideas that don't work together, like they contradict each other, but because this movie does not give a shit to that level.
Right. I can't tell if it was noted to death or something where like,
Yeah, this feels like Bad Bones to begin with.
yeah, I was going to
With
say like,
bad
I don't,
notes on top of it.
I feel like the initial premise is like,
It's flawed.
like it's sort of like I would have killed it in a brainstorming session where it's
Well, like we're saying, we're pointing out the problem with
it's
it.
just Final Destination again. That's fine. Like unless you can think of something weird to do with it, like I know this sounds weird, but like have the whistle come alive and kill people, or like have like do something different. Have it call weird gremlins. Have it do something that like you wouldn't expect
Have
the whistle
it
to
be
do.
unpredictable.
Yeah,
Have it just be this amorphous shape that just kind of stands in a tree staring at you. Because why is it standing in a tree, Dave? If it's the specter of her ODing in a
Right, it
bathtub,
found
why is
her.
it standing in a tree?
and it found you.
and it found
like,
you.
Why does it?
Where did it
why
go?
does it give you warnings?
Yeah.
Like why is it like I'm gonna
but, like,
get you?
Yeah. If it was just like a specter and it was amorphous until it got you and then you saw what it was. You know, like at
Right.
least, like, I mean, it's basically still Final Destination, but at least then you avoid writing yourself into the corner of, well, you have to specifically say how they're going to die, or like you have to nail that down. Like you could have pulled off a surprise, like her seeing X-23 seeing her own death as being an OD, and we assume, oh, she's gonna relapse and overdose and die, and it was actually, oh no, this is you trying to flatline and at the end of the movie and cheat death. Like you could pull narrative surprises off like that if it was more amorphous, but then I'm just describing Final Destination. Like that's
Exactly. Like that's an interesting idea in this script, but it was just not enough
yeah.
to carry it. Where I'm like, I'm sure they kind of held on to that idea. It just feels like something where, like you said, it probably, unless it was like started completely different, it's just like it just seems like the premise itself. Again, it's like a Smile, where it's like, what if
It's like
people
an It
smiled?
Follows, yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like Smile is like that's becomes It Follows, where it's like let's clean this up. Oh, let's just make It Follows. That's better. You know, like this feel like this is just a less elegant, more clumsy
Right,
version.
it's when you start adding rocket boosters and karate chop action
Yeah.
and lasers and motorcycles and pshaw, and you know, I'm saying it's big, loud, stupid, obvious stuff.
Right, where it's like
Bad instincts.
yeah, because if you like the beauty of horror is like simplicity, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like what if this
It's
simple
when it's
idea
scariest.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like It Follows to Smile is like, okay, so what if it's just people in a crowd, and any given shot, you don't know who the person in the crowd is, you know, and they're just, you know, you see people kind of walking in the background, and every shot you're a little tense, and then Smile is like, but what if they're smiling? And it's like, well, that actually negates the
What if one
the
of them is
simplicity.
leering at you like a
Yeah, that
psychopath?
actually
Well, then I feel like
negates-
that's going to be the demon.
Yeah, I think that's the
Like-
demon. It's just, yeah, what if we made it louder? What if
Yeah,
we did this
made it
thing
more
that
obvious.
added more? What if we, it's just like, then, I don't know, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's room for that. Like we love loud, dumb, obvious horror movies. They're great. We're Final Destination fans. But
right, but I would argue make it dumber then.
yeah,
And
make it
that's
dumber.
my
Be more
issue.
fun. Like it's hard
Yeah.
to be fun when you're just as cynically just copy pasting everything you've seen from the past. It's not even, it's like the past 3 years of horror movies. It's so derivative.
Right. Because
Like, it's
this
just
is
so dull.
it just sort of blends in with the background.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, no one sets out to make a bad movie, obviously, but like this does feel like it must have at some point, someone must have made the decision of like, listen, if we make it for this budget, we'll make this much money. Let's just do this. And that's that,
And the car accident's cool.
What's the car? Oh, when the guy gets
When he float him, when he gets into the car wreck in his room, that was cool.
Again, there's some like fun moments in this for sure that they're like, oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, and well executed. So, but then there's other stuff where all of the jump scares are very telegraphed. So not a great director, but not an untalented filmmaker.
Yeah,
This is the person responsible for The Nun, after all.
Yeah, I just get like, I don't know, that overall feeling of like, I don't know, what's the point?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, like
this
even
is
the
gonna
Nun
be,
and the Conjuring stuff, it's like, okay, I get what they thought they were doing. They were like, what if we could make Marvel Cinematic Universe for horror? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I guess, like...
Not a bad idea to have the same detective characters and do new cases each time, but like they kind of don't really do that. Not really. It's sort of like the same case each time.
I think ultimately they're like, we just want to make something fun that people can go and like get a few scares from.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And I'm like, that's fine, I guess. Where it's like a couple teenagers at Saturday night, they're like, you want to go see The Nun? And it's like, sure, let's go see The Nun.
But, it's just, then, the 15th of these you've seen, it's hard to have a lot of goodwill for it because it's like, this is just like the knockoff of the knockoff of the knockoff at this point.
That's where I go to like, why weren't you weird? Why weren't you...
Be weird, yeah. Like, if you're going to do if you're going to rip off Ninja Turtles, be Biker Mice from Mars.
Yeah, and it had a little bit of weird. It had the weird preacher where I'm like, that's
loved
weird.
Him. The greatest character in this film.
Yeah, he was a delight. He was riveting. I couldn't keep my eyes off of him.
Genuinely, and it resulted in a genuinely good scene with him and Rel. I was like, okay, this is the most interesting the movie has been for me. Is this scene?
Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, it's just like waiting for the things to happen.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I know he's gonna die. I know he's gonna die. There were scenes where I was just like, just fucking do it.
Come the fuck on.
Just get it over with. For the love of God, like just kill the character or revive the character. Yeah, I had that feeling of like, all right, just do it.
Yeah.
Blow the fucking whistle already. It's that.
Yeah, it's fucking blow it already.
Jesus. That should have been
blow
it already. It should have been called.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like, here's how to make this movie good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm spitballing.
Have your head explodes the instant you blow the whistle.
No, have like a scene where
it's a sweet movie.
The football game, I guess in this the basketball game is happening. And have like the ref accidentally blow the whistle and have 100 people being chased by their death specters all at once and have like a massacre scene where it's just like everybody is just getting fucking like massacred. Wishmaster. Yes. I would have been like, this is fucking
sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'd
like
been
have
sweet.
The whistle get blown over the fucking loudspeaker.
Yeah, it gets blown one time. Yeah.
It gets broken. Crazy.
Did you see how it gets destroyed? Because they just sort
weight on it.
They just sort of pan.
He hits it with a weight.
That's in the beginning. That's when Horse does it.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just like broken on the floor. We're like, okay, I guess that happened.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. But yeah, go fucking crazy with it. For the love of God.
Have a baby blow it.
Yeah, and then have like just a crib death baby coming after it or something.
That's how you end the movie. Have a baby blow it.
Yeah. Have fucking the deaths be like autoerotic asphyxiation, or have funny moments where they like are surprised by that's how they're gonna die. You know?
Somebody should have been really.
Yeah. Or like when I realize that guy is totally getting ground up, have a pile of goo come after him.
Why
Like a
wasn't
goo,
it
like,
the fucking
like-
the cherry pie disguise from Master Disguise coming at it?
Yeah. It's just like have
Cowards.
more fun.
Yeah.
Do something
weirder.
weird. Yeah.
Like I don't
know.
I like the instinct to do a more conceptual haunting that gets the point across, but like that's not the movie we're making. This is Whistle.
Yeah.
Goo Man
is Whistle,
should come
baby.
at him.
It just felt like I don't know, maybe it's budgetary. It just felt like again, it's all like, oh, where do we set this? I don't know, fair. Like it's that feeling of like fairs are interesting. Let's just shove it in a fair.
Yeah, how about a fair?
In a maze, a Halloween fair. It's fine. Like it's just I don't know.
Impressionistic, I think is more what I meant. But anyway,
Right.
don't do that. This is Whistle. Goo Man.
Goo Man.
I don't
Do a
want the
Goo Man.
impression of him getting ground up. Show me a Goo Man.
Yeah, show me a gooey man.
I guess they like the jock is also being haunted by a Goo Man because he gets turned into goo by that car accident.
Oh yeah. Again, that was them knowing to do something like this.
Yeah,
It just not enough of it,
I think
And the one girl is being haunted by insulin or
A seizure.
diabetes.
Just a
She's
seizure.
Okay.
Also
but
a
she says she's
contortionist.
diabetic, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know about how to depict. I feel like some of the stuff where I'm like, I don't know if that's what diabetes looks like when it kills you.
it's just a
But
coma.
whatever.
Like
She's just yeah.
Like as most people, it's just gonna be like your heart stopped.
I guess at the old age.
Yes,
where it's
she
like,
died of old age. That's not.
it's not what old age. All right,
It's
whatever.
not okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure, man.
Cardiac arrest. Is that going to be
Yeah.
a fucking? Is that going to come crawling on the ceiling toward me?
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest. Is it going to pop up out of the sewer like Pennywise?
All right. The fuck are we doing?
Should be
Yeah.
a giant hot dog coming at me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm done.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Whistle. Listen, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/gamefully unemployed. If you give $5 of your dollars a month, you get access to a bunch of exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder's Maniac, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, Himboos, our supernatural podcast. Not about things that are supernatural, but about the show Supernatural.
Indeed.
We also watch movies every Friday night with our patrons on our Discord. Movies like Whistle, a movie we will absolutely watch.
Yeah, we will watch
if
Whistle.
we
yes.
remember that Whistle exists. Yeah.
Yeah. If it hasn't, we will probably have forgotten it. It'll pop up on our feeds. Be, oh, dude, we should watch Whistle
We
tonight.
should watch Whistle. Yeah. Fuck it.
We also have a store. Head over to gameplayunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store where we have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review our podcast wherever you're listening. And check out our other show, Badical, Badical, also wherever you are listening. And yeah, don't blow it.
Don't blow it. Leave it alone. Suck it.
You know.
They should have sucked it.
Yeah, just that should have been the slogan. You know, when you find strange objects in the locker you inherited from a dead man, you just stick it in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, they're teens.
It's true.
Go
yeah.
around, put their mouths on stuff. They love it.
Yeah, that's how they interact with the world. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how they learn new things.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at Artness by JustinBrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at StarleneArts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.